like listen to some gospel or do a little self-talk and shit. Like there's a lot of things. There's a process. There's a time process for black people and going to work, you know? So you got to do the math on that. Okay? That means that I cannot be up watching a versus battle past 10 o'clock, bitch, because now you getting into my mental, emotional space for work tomorrow, bitch. And then I'm going to be mad. And then I don't have enough math time to be better and be black at work. And I'm coming to work being black and angry, and like the math is not there for that. That shit don't curl that way, bitch. No, mm-mm. No, I can't do that. So that means that at 10 o'clock, like all emotional space is shut off. That means there's a do not disturb on my mentals. Okay, so I had to shut it off. I had to shut it off. But from what I could see, So Icy was performed, and that was very amazing to me. Now, I questioned a lot of song choices by Skinny Gucci. I wanted Fat Gucci songs, but he gave me Skinny, and that's fine. And I felt like Jeezy could have even leaned harder on a lot of the collabs that he did, because I feel like that's what I'm into with Jeezy. Like, I don't know. I guess Jeezy won. That's what the streets are saying. You know, that's what the streets is saying, girls. Is that Jeezy won. But in the hearts of the ghetto, in the hearts of the ghetto is saying that Gucci Man won. That's, I mean, I ain't really trying to start no mess, but that's what the ghetto is saying, okay? And the ghetto is always going to go for Gucci Man because, like, from my understanding, now I'm not from Atlanta. Shout out to all the Atlanta listeners. But if you are originally from Atlanta, from what I come to understand, Jeezy is just like from Atlanta. He not like a ghetto Atlanta nigga. He just from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But like Gucci is a ghetto. He's from the sixth district, and that means something, right? I don't know what it means because like, or the sixth precinct or what, I don't know. But what I do know is um, I liked his outfit. I liked Gucci's outfit, and praise be to God. Anyways, y'all. Speaking of music, so St. John dropped a new album. Haven't listened to that. Sounds like Wale dropped a single. Didn't listen to that. Meg the Stallion did drop an album. I did listen to that. All right, let's get into it. Before we get into it, I would like to pay homage. I would like to acknowledge a legendary album. I would like to say happy anniversary to Mama's Gun, which debuted 20 years ago. Now, if you are unfamiliar, Mama's Gun is the second follow-up album for the legendary Erica Badu. Okay. Now she is an anomaly in my eye because most people drop a phenomenal debut album and a okay follow-up. Erica Badu is a gunslinger from Dallas, Texas, bitch, okay? And she had both guns cocked and loaded, okay? And she shot both of those motherfuckers out at us, okay? Mama's Gun is a legendary album. Bag Lady, Didn't You Know? And one of my personal favorites, Green Eyes, is all on that album. If you don't know it, please get, okay? The album is legendary. And yeah. So, you know what I would love? I would love to get that album on vinyl because I'm sure it sounds amazing. But I digress. So, speaking of Texas gals, Megan the Stallion dropped her quote unquote debut album, and I say quote unquote because I mean, come on, how many times can you have a debut? You know what I mean? But okay, fine, debut album. Um, how did y'all feel about it? How did you feel about it? Mm-hmm. No, you like it. That's cute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you could do like a and a, you see me like shaking my leg shake, leg shake, leg shake, leg shake, head to the side, opposite side. Now, you know the move. Like you swinging your weave from side to side, but you kicking your leg out. That's what it make you feel like. You gonna get your tongue out. Yeah, that move. Um, Yeah, that's what that album does. She came out the gate. She came out hot and heavy, like a hot pocket bitch, okay? She came out like a lean pocket bitch right out the gate. She was talking about what had happened to her. And listen, um I didn't enjoy the album like that. I, I think that, like, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't enjoy the album like that. Yeah, 47 minutes. I felt like, I don't know. You know what it is? As far as I can go back, as far as I can go back, every hip hop female artist that I've ever enjoyed and loved as I do, because I love Meg. I love Meg. I think she is a bad bitch. I think she is statuesque. I don't know what happened there with her and Tori, but listen, Team Meg all day. And I say that only because, like, listen, like, she's a woman. You know what I mean? And I'm here for her. And she's been through a lot. And I love a story. Leave me alone. Anyways, because I don't want it to sound shady, but I really do love her. But, like, when I think about every artist that I've ever loved and their debut album, they're classics. They're classics. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, they're classics. Like, Foxy Brown's debut album is a classic. Little Kim's debut album is a classic. Missy Elliott's debut album is a classic. The Bratz debut album is a motherfucking classic. Say whatever you want about Cardi B, but that first album has classics. A little bitch, you can't fuck to me if they wanted to. I don't care what you want to say about that song. You can love it or hate it. Okay? But the song, that was the song of the year. Okay? And you know what the song of the year is, because if there isn't 17 kids around you wanting you to play it over and over again like a lullaby, it don't hit like that. It don't hit different. Okay? Cardi can say, I don't give a fuck if you like me, if you think I'm a lyricist or not. My debut album has a bop on it, okay? It was the bop of the year, period, okay? Now, if you ask me, if you ask me, and nobody asks me, but if you ask me, I think Hip Hop Artist of the Year should go to Pop Smoke. Just my opinion. Because who's not singing, you wanna fuck with the woo, she wanna fuck with the woo. What does that even mean? I don't know. I don't know. Okay? Let me take you to the candy shop. Yeah. Who's not singing that shit? I don't even like that song. I don't even fucking like that song. But guess what? I know it though. That's it. That's it. You won. You won. If it ain't him, it's Roddy Ricch, period. That's my opinion. Or the baby. I would give it to one of the babies, the little one or the one. Okay? Before I gave it to Meg. I love you, girl, but no, this is not the album of the year. This isn't it. This isn't it. This should have been another mixtape. Your last mixtape yeah. I'm Yeah. I see the devil is a lie. The devil tried to cut me off from talking about Meg's album, Chad. Oh, he don't want me to say nothing. But I'm saying though, like, challenge me if you must, but tell me where's the lie. Tell me where's the lie though. Tell me where it is. Tell me where it is. You can't. That's because you can't. Anyways, so your girl Summer Walker, she is prego. Good for her. Okay. All right. Anyways, good for her. No. Seriously though, good for her. And I mean that because she has had a lot of opinions about parenting in the past couple of months. And I think it'll be interesting to see her in the role, since she's had such a lot of opinions about nutrition and parenting and things of that nature. So, yeah. Anywho, did we ever talk about Future? Did we ever talk about Future saying that he only owns he lives in a 2-bedroom or some lie that he told because he don't want to pay child support. Child. And so, did we also ever talk about how the relationship campaign between him and Lori Harvey is over? We talked about that, right? Listen, I just think that a lot of times, like, y'all could keep that to yourself. If you don't choose to keep it to yourself and it becomes grist for the mill, I'm going to think that that's exactly just what it is. Grist for the mill, you know? Like, you want us to know. And we know. And now we talking about it and you mad. Well, then we should know. Ain't that how it go? Right. Okay. Anyways. Did you guys catch the Fresh Prince reunion was that on HBO Max? Yeah, it is. So, yeah, Will Smith, was this week, right? HBO Max. They had a reunion. I have not caught up with that as of yet. But the reviews were amazing. Everyone said that it was surprisingly very emotional, this reunion special. And most key was the reunion between Will and Janet Hubert, the original Aunt Viv, before she was replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid, who is married to Tim Reid, the dad on Sister Sister. Get into it. But at any rate, so Will and Janet had a very touching exchange in which she explained to him that, it wasn't just the fact that she was dismissed from the show, but it was the way in which he spoke about her, and it ruined her career. She lost everything, and most notably, her his assessment of her being difficult is what kind of created a character assassination for her and made it difficult for her to get work. And I think she wanted him to know and understand why that was so damaging. And listen, I can concur because I've often assessed that for myself personally. Part of the reason why I feel like, I worked in a setting where there were male Black senior executives, and because I dared to complain about issues of equality or kick up dust about, a little bit of sexism, a little bit of racism, a little bit of misogyny, Oh, and a slight hint of sexual harassment, because I dared to speak up about those things, I was labeled as difficult. And regardless of how well I did my job, I often feel like that is what prevented particularly one person in power, I guess a position of power, from being dedicated to extending a helping hand to not only myself, but other women, other Black women, was because of the misnomer of being difficult to work with, So I understood where Janet was coming from. But in the same vein, Monique, yes, I said Monique, is demanding a public apology from Tyler Perry and shares an alleged private phone conversation that she had with him. Now, Monique says, and I quote, "Hats off to Will Smith for apologizing for what he did to Janet Hubert, everybody's Aunt Viv, career, life, when he was young. Perhaps Tyler Perry, who has admitted in private that he was wrong, will follow suit and be man enough to apologize in public like he promised. We'll work on Oprah and Lionsgate a little later. P.S. Tyler, you won EP's People's Choice Award for being the people's champ for your body of work." Tell the truth about a woman named Monique who did nothing wrong and be a champion for the individuals